Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a journal with me and it's a collab video for the Winter Journal Challenge for 2024. This is a challenge hosted by Kia Creates. I will link everything down below. There's also a playlist to all of the other videos in this collab, so you can actually watch a different Christmas video every single day for December. So the challenge this year is on YouTube and the prompts are related to different senses. So sight, smell, sound, feelings, stuff like that. And my particular prompt for today is a touch of magic. So you can take these prompts and you can do your own interpretation however you like. It's just to give you a little bit of inspiration and guidance for your December or Christmas journaling. For me, I am doing some journaling in my new journal. This was actually the first journaling session that I did in this new journal, so it was a great way to break it in. And what I did was I picked a little area in my book that I thought I could make look quite Christmassy, so I was trying to pick some fairly blank or lightly Christmas related images that would work for Christmas. And then I'm going to be prepping a bunch of pages with the Christmas papers that I have, and I'm going to do a little bit of journaling with what I have so far. But since this was before Christmas, I also intend on adding a bunch of other Christmas memories and photos later on. So I was doing a little bit of journaling, but I was also just prepping pages with lots of beautiful Christmassy paper and bits that I've collected. These pages will be ready to fill up. I'm using a light piece of card. This is actually a cover from a Christmas music book, and I've split it down in half so that I can actually add those in as additional pages. I've also put out a bunch of Christmassy related scraps that I really love, and I'm going to be working a lot of those into these pages as well to decorate and build the pages up. So this is a winter journal challenge, and I'm actually in Australia, so it's actually our summer. It's not winter, it's hot. But if you are in a hotter climate like me, you can still interpret the prompts in any which way that suits you. And for me, I am thinking a lot about what makes Christmas feel magical, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of journaling about that later on. For me, if I'm honest, this year I felt quite rushed, I felt quite busy, I felt behind. I feel like usually I'm quite organized by this time, I'm ready to relax and take a little bit of time off, but I've just felt so busy. I have felt like I've gotten behind on everything. By feeling rushed and by feeling like I've got so much to do, I feel like a lot of that Christmas magic has been really hard to find. That magical Christmas feeling that I usually feel so much of has been lacking this year, and I'm just putting that down to the fact that I've just been stressed and I've been busy and I have the longest to-do list ever, so I haven't really had that time to just sit back and enjoy the Christmas spirit, which I usually am doing really early on in November and December. But like I said, I just haven't really been feeling it as much this year. So this journaling challenge was nice because it caused me to sort of sit back and think about what actually brings those magical feelings and how I can bring them when they're lacking a little bit. Now here, I just wanted to take a quick moment to show you my new Christmas digital kits in my shop. I have two new kits. One is called Norma and the other is called Georgina, and you can print these out at a print shop or at home. There's 10 sheets of paper in each kit, and they have lovely vintage collages. They have some of my own designs in them, and I just absolutely love how they turned out, and I'm going to use some of these papers in this journaling session. So I wanted to show you all the pages. I also wanted to let you know that my shop currently has the biggest sale that it has every single year, which is 50% off. So you can get 50% off everything in my shop, all of my digitals, all of my tutorials, and yeah, that's just my way of saying thank you at the end of the year for supporting me for another year. And if there's anything in my shop that you've had your eye on, it's now 50% off, so I'll leave that linked down below in case you want to take advantage of that sale. have gone through all of the pages and I'm trying to pick which ones I want to use in the base pages here that I'm putting together. I'm also looking at the cut apart sheets and trying to select which pieces I want to incorporate. There are so many fun pieces to include. It would be hard to include all of it in one journal sitting. There's so much here. So I picked one of these lovely vintage collage background papers and I'm folding that in half, and I'm going to attach that to one of the pages here so that I can add a bit of that decorative paper as a background. And so when I fold it, I'm gluing it down so that it's actually extending the page a little bit as well, to make that page itself a little bit wider. And that is also still revealing some of that lovely vintage blue paper as well. I didn't want to cover up the entire blue paper. Now for the other side of that Carol paper book, I'm attaching this one in with some clear sticky tape. So with the other one, I use some washi tape, and for this one, I'm using clear tape so that, again, I'm not covering up that blue vintage paper there in my book. And it just becomes another page in the journal, which just gives me a little bit more room to play with later on. This children's book just so happened to have a picture of like a chimney on one side and a picture of deers on the other, which I thought I could make work for Christmas, which is why I picked this section of my journal to do my Christmas journaling. I'm thinking that I'm going to use that pink deer paper as well as an additional page. And I'm looking at my Polaroid pictures, which I have printed, and I printed these on my Instax mini link. I just have so far a couple of pictures from Carols by Candlelight when my daughter actually sung in the choir. I've got a couple of pictures of my kids under the Christmas tree, and then I also have a picture of some Christmas lights. So when we went looking at Christmas lights around our town, there was just a couple of really standout houses, which I just created this little grid photo of, so they're in the one photo. And what I'm doing is I'm just working out where I'm going to lay things out. I'm grouping things with them, so different bits of ephemera and paper that kind of work with that. And I'm also thinking ahead to my journaling. So because I want to journal about Christmas magic, I'm thinking about some of those things that bring Christmas magic, like traditions, being with family, and the sparkly glistening Christmas lights and the Christmas music and all of that sort of stuff. And I'm just trying to group my stuff into categories in that way. So Christmas carols, Christmas lights, Christmas traditions, family traditions, stuff like that. So each page is going to sort of represent a different thing, whether that's an event or a feeling or a mixture of both. And that prompt with a touch of magic is making me kind of focus my journaling on not just writing what the event was and what we did, like just the facts, but it's also making me think about the magic in that moment and what made it feel magical and what's so special about it. So I can actually reflect about that in my journaling. So as I go along here, I'm just slowly adding pockets and little bits and pieces that I can slip things into. Again, this is going to be journaling that I come back to over the rest of the December month. So after Christmas, I'll add a ton more photos and ephemera pieces in here as well. So I don't want to fill up every single space. I'm just prepping the spaces for journaling. So to do that, I'm adding pockets, I'm adding ephemera, I'm backing ephemera to lined paper so that I can journal on it later. I'm adding other journal cards and bits and pieces that I can write on top of or write inside of, like envelopes. And this is just, again, giving me additional space so that I can add lots of stuff later on. I'm also just having a lot of fun decorating with Christmas pieces because obviously Christmas is only once a year, and I have so many beautiful Christmas papers and prints and things to play with that you only get to pull out once a year every Christmas, and so that's a little part of the magic as well. Again, I am in Australia, so it's actually summer, and I've been saying this in all of my videos, but there's always going to be a background noise of crickets or cicadas in the background of my videos for the coming months because it's so hot. They are just so constant. So if you hear a little bit of a weird, like, kind of whistly, high-pitched sound in the background of my videos, that is what that is. Unfortunately, there's nowhere in my house or nowhere I can go to get away from that sound, so that is what's causing that sound, if you are wondering. A little bit earlier in the month, me and my kids made some of these Christmas, well, they were just brownies, but they're in a Christmas box. So I kept the box from baking the brownies, and I'm using a little piece of that as a pocket on the page as well. And on that first page, I forgot to mention, I also used a piece of packaging from some Christmas candles that I bought. And so the packaging was like a creamy yellow colored little box with these beautiful gold foiled stars, and I also use that to create a pocket as well. So always think about the packaging, especially at Christmas time. Again, it's just once a year that you get special packaging with Christmassy designs on them, so think about ways that you can incorporate them in your journaling, turn them into things that are useful like pockets, and at the same time you're adding some ephemera and a memory into your journal. So I think that's really special. You see me here just adding extra little bits and pieces and kind of just rearranging the pages. So just making sure that there's stuff tucked in that I can add to later that goes with the spread. And I also just like to pull out this really old photo of myself and my sister on Santa's lap when we were little. And this page I plan on doing some written journaling about the magic of traditions like our gingerbread house tradition, and also just like getting photos with Santa and stuff like that. So I grouped those pieces together, and again just rearranging my bits and pieces and prepping these pages for Christmas. So here where the last page is, there's some chicken paper on the right and the chimney paper on the left, and I didn't really like how it went from being, it's going to go from being quite Christmassy to being like a farmhouse design. So I wanted to put paper in between here, and so I'm using some of that pink deer paper backed with a vintagey collage from one of my new kits, and I'm going to add that in as a page so that it breaks up and it kind of slowly fades from Christmas to regular journaling. Now here I have some beautiful rub-ons from Tapeology, which I have a discount code for you in the description box down below. I am cutting out some of my favorite rub-ons from this pack, and I'm creating a border on one of these pages. So these are so simple to use. You just rub the design on with a paddle pop stick. You can then just peel off that backing paper or that clear like protective sheet over the top, and the designs have applied to the page or to whatever surface that you're using. They actually apply to a really wide range of surfaces. You can see in the edge of the page where I've used that clear tape to stick that carol paper in as a page, the rub-ons actually applied over the top of that clear tape really well. So there was no issue with them going on either surface, that shiny surface or the paper surface. And so again, I just picked some different images that I think help to represent the magic of Christmas, and I applied those rub-ons around in a border on this blue page. I think it turned out so cute, and I don't know what I'm going to put in the middle of that later on, but I love how it turned out. I'm giving you an overview of each page because I did make some small changes, so I'm just showing you where we're at. I added extra little bits and pieces, some more little pockets, some more little journal cards, did a little bit of rearranging, and here's what it looks like once I've added my journaling so far. So I just added a little bit of written journaling around the photos that I've stuck in so far. The carols by candlelight. I also journaled about like our Christmas tree and our Christmas ornaments, and also looking at Christmas lights. So these are kind of the things that we've done so far in the Christmas season at the time that I was doing this journaling. And you can see the beautiful pages are ready to go, and add a ton more stuff to later on once I have those memories and those photos to put down. I really love how these pages turned out, and I'm really grateful for this challenge and for this journaling session, because I feel like it helped me to actually feel a lot of Christmas magic, and just to remind me about the Christmas spirit and those little small things that make you feel in the spirit of Christmas. Again, everything that I've mentioned will be linked in the description box down below. You can check out the other videos in the playlist. Also, don't forget, if you want to shop 50% off in my Etsy shop right now, I'll also have that linked down below. I hope that you are all having a very Merry Christmas, and I'll see you again very soon in my next video.